Angie, and today I'm in the kitchen again and I'm making some medicinal teas out of Echinacea and Elderberry. Both of these I have grown myself and dried. You don't necessarily have to buy them yourself. You can find these for sale at like Whole Foods type places. Some farmers market will sell elderberries. You can find them at health food stores, online sellers such as Amazon and eBay. There are just a plethora of places that you can purchase dried echinacea and dried elderberries now. This is a very simple tea. It's just going to be a half a cup of each of these ingredients. Both of these are very good for preventing and fighting once you get a cold or the flu. But just using these two things alone, we like to drink them as like a nighttime tea that serves as a preventative tea to boost your immune system and sort of fight off those early symptoms of colds and viral situations. Both of these are good for the common cold, flu, sinus infections, anything that you really need to boost your immune system to sort of get over. Elderberry is antiviral and Echinacea is antimicrobial. Both of them are also used in lots of pain teas. They just do a lot of wonderful things for the body. So how we're going to do this is, first of all, I'm going to put a half cup of each. I love the way dried elderberries smell. They smell so fruity. And then a dried cup of I'm using the flowers, the leaves, and the roots of the echinacea. Pretty, it retains its color, a nice purple, and it's really pretty. So half a cup of each of those items. Now your tea bags, you can use a reusable tea bag. I wrote an article for, I believe it was Backwoods Home magazine, and I know I'm always saying I always interchange. I have written for Self-Reliance magazine and Backwoods Home magazine, and their sister publications, so I always forget which article appeared in which magazine. But I believe it was Backwoods Home, and I made reusable muslin tea bags. So you can use one of those. You can use a tea ball, or you can buy what I like to buy. These are just like regular tea bags, only you use the iron to seal them. Monterey Bay Spice Company is the maker of these. There's other brands, and they had a big sale on the teapot size, which are really large, so I just sort of cut these in half, and I'm going to fill them up, and then I'll iron all the way around. So they're an odd shape, but I got them at a significant savings, and I use a lot of them, especially in the winter when we drink a lot of medicinal teas. So it wasn't, that big of a deal. My family is used to, thank me rigging things up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mix the elderberries and the echinacea. See, just the two ingredients. I'm just going to mix them up. I'm going to put 2 teaspoons into each bag. Now the half cup will of each product equals 1 cup, and putting 2 teaspoons into each bag should get you about 24 or 25 bags. Obviously your measurements won't be exact, so you may get more or less, depending on how exacting you were with your measuring spoon. I'm going to fill my tea bags, and when I get them all finished, we will get the iron out and seal these bags, and then look at the finished product. Okay, I have got my tea bags filled, and the next thing I'm going to do is I have a little ironing board that's for sewing purposes and sleeves and things like that. So I've covered that with a clean dish towel, And I've got my iron on. And these tea bags you want to iron using the no steam setting, just like when you're doing transfers or iron-ons and stuff like that. So you want to make sure you adjust your iron so there's no steam. Because I cut my bags, I have an extra side I'll need to be sealing. If you have regular cup size bags, which is what I recommend, you'll just have to iron just the very top. So first thing I do with each bag is I give it a good shake and make sure that I get all of the materials away from the area that I'm going to be ironing. And then you just take your iron and you just form a seam. Just hold it. And the dosage for these is 6 to 8 ounces of boiling water, and you don't want to boil the tea bag in the water. You want to make the boiling water and then put your tea bag into the cup of boiling water. And then you want to cover your mug or your cup with a saucer or another plate or a dish towel, something that will seal in the steam. And then you want to set your timer for 10 to 15 minutes. Obviously, the longer you wait, the cooler the water is going to get. I like to let mine steep for the 10 minutes, and I just leave the bag in my tea. It will continue to get stronger. Especially when you're using roots, it takes a while for it to break down and disperse the nutrients and the immune system boosting properties into the water to form the tea. So the longer you let it steep, all that good stuff will come from the berries and the flowers and the leaves and the roots. You can add honey, you can add nectar, you can add sugar. I find that these have a pleasant, sort of a light fruity tea taste, and I don't even really need to add anything to them. But I'm just going to put them in a Ziploc baggie and put a label on them and store them. When you get into cold and flu season, just take them before bed. It's nice, relaxing tea. It tastes good. It's got a fruity flavor, and it will give your immune system that extra boost that hopefully will keep you from getting a cold or worse. Obviously, there are no guarantees, and it is medicinal herbs react differently in everybody's body. So thank you for joining us, and this has been Angie from Canterbury Trails Farm.